Good morning, children. Today, let's start chapter 15, The Crown of Diamonds of your English literature. Children, this is the story of a detective. Children, what are detective? Detectives are called in Hindi जासूस. डिटेक्टिव को हम हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं? जासूस. तो ये एक कहानी है. एक जासूस था, उसकी कहानी है. और जासूस का नाम जो है शार्लॉक होम्स. आपकी इस स्टोरी में जो जासूस है उसका नाम क्या है? शार्लॉक होम्स. सो नाउ लेट्स कम टू द स्टोरी. Children, in this story there is a character Sherlock Holmes, and the world famous detective Sherlock Holmes is presented with a new case to solve. On a bright cold morning, as Dr. Watson was looking out the window, he saw a strange man coming down the street. Although the man was impeccably dressed, he was running and waving his hands madly and seemed to be in great distress. Children, one day when Dr. Watson looked out of the window, then he saw a strange man was running down the street, and he was dressed in very perfective manner, okay, without faults. His dress was very good, and he was running very fast and waving his hand just like a madman, and he seemed to be a grief and in distress. Watson was surprised because it seemed the man had come to see his friend, the detective Sherlock Holmes. Watson thinks that he had come to his friend and he is detective Sherlock Holmes. A few minutes later, he was in the room. He looked so grief-stricken that Holmes pushed him down into a chair and talked to him gently. When he comes in the room, then the Sherlock, the detective, pushed him down into the chair and talked to him very quietly and gently. I suppose you think I am quite mad, the man said. Man said that you suppose I am quite mad, but I don't a mad. Okay, I am not a mad person. I think you have some great trouble and you have come to ask for my help. डिटेक्टिव होम्स रिप्लाइड. डिटेक्टिव होम्स कहता है मुझे लगता है आप किसी ट्रबल में हैं. यू आर इन ट्रबल. आप किसी परेशानी में हैं और आप मेरी हेल्प के लिए यहाँ पर आए हैं या मुझसे हेल्प लेने के लिए यहाँ पर आए हैं. दस इनकरेज्ड द मैन बिगन टू रिकाउंट हिज टेल. आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू होम्स, the man that was running into the street and started to his tale. Okay, he was Mr. Alexander Holder. The man who was running in the street was Mr. Alexander Holder, head of the bank of Holder and Stevenson of Threadneedle Street in London. A few days ago, he had been visited by one of the noblest personages in England. The man had seemed to be in grief, hurry, and had wanted a loan of 50,000 pounds. May children, the man who was running into the street down street, he was Alexander Holder, and he wants 50,000 pounds, loan of 50,000 pounds. So he was coming very fast to detective Sherlock. Children, he had offered to leave a valuable public item in Holder's care with the assurance that he would return the money in 4 days. When he asks to loan of 50,000 pounds, he gives something. What he gives? He gives something and says that I will return your money within 4 days. And he gives a crown of diamonds. Crown of diamonds. with the assurance that he would return the money in 4 days. Children, the crown of diamonds, one of England's most precious possessions, was a beautiful piece of jewelry and was made up of 39 huge diamonds. Children, the crown of diamonds was the most precious possessions and it was made up of 39 huge diamonds. The banker had reluctantly agreed to this secret transaction in spite of his misgivings. Means children, he also became ready to give the loan. Although he was in trouble and he do not want to do like that, and his feelings was full of doubt and full of worry. But he agreed to this secret transaction. That night, Holder had taken the crown home with him for safekeeping. उसने वो जो होल्डर था उसने क्या किया, वो क्राउन जो था वो ले लिया and took it with him and he went out. Holder lived in a house called Fairbank in Statham with his son Arthur and his orphan niece Mary. The only other people in the house were his trusted servants. Means very few persons lived in his house. They were his son and his orphan niece Mary. And besides of this, the only other people in the house were his trusted servants. So children, today's class is over now, and if you have any kind of doubt about this explanation, please ask me in my personal phone number. Okay children.